Welcome to this special report. Tonight, we turn our attention to a humanitarian chapter that has shaped Pakistan for decades. Its role as a host nation to millions of Afghan refugees. This role has placed immense strain on the country's economy, infrastructure, and the daily lives of its citizens. Pakistan has been a host for the Afghan refugees since the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in 1979. From the fall of Kabul to the resurgence of the Taliban, Pakistan has remained a refuge even as the demands of this open-door policy have grown exponentially. What began as a temporary crisis has evolved into a protracted national challenge, deeply embedded in the country's socio-economic fabric. The Afghan refugee influx has placed immense strain on Pakistan's major urban centers, especially Peshawar, Quetta, and Karachi. The sudden population surge has led to overcrowding, stretched resources, and a shift in the urban landscape. Refugees living in shared accommodations have adapted quickly, but their presence has driven up housing demand, displacing low-income locals. Affluent Afghan migrants and foreign missions that settled in upscale areas have displaced the middle class and deepened urban inequality, while low-income Pakistanis are pushed to the margins. The pressure didn't stop at housing. It has spilled over into healthcare. In refugee-dense areas, medical facilities are now operating at 175% capacity. Patients now endure long waits, crowded wards, and frequent shortage of essential supplies. Both refugee and local residents are left competing for basic care in an overburdened and underfunded system. Education is also under stress. Pakistan already struggles with a high number of out-of-school children. The addition of nearly 500,000 Afghan refugee students in major urban centers like Peshawar, Quetta, and Karachi have overburdened public schools, leading to jam-packed classrooms and collapsing standards. Even with camp schools in place, the strain is immense. A research paper published by Pakistan Languages and Humanities Review show that 77% of local families are dissatisfied with the state of government schools due to the influx of Afghan refugees. Refugee children, on the other hand, unable to access formal education, are increasingly enrolling in madrasas, placing further pressure on parallel learning systems. The future of an entire generation, refugee and local alike, is at risk. Then there is the matter of security, which has shifted perceptibly. 60% of local residents report a spike in crimes ranging from petty theft to violent assaults. Economically, the impact is no less devastating. Afghan refugees entering the informal labor market have driven down wages by as much as 25% in key sectors like construction, agriculture, and daily wage work. Pakistani laborers, already grappling with inflation and job scarcity, now face an even tougher battle for survival. Meanwhile, refugee-owned businesses, often untaxed and bolstered by international aid, have disrupted local markets. Countless small traders have been outpriced or forced to relocate. This situation is compounded by legal loopholes. Affluent Afghan migrants have bypassed property ownership restrictions by acquiring forged identity documents through expensive brokers, further distorting the economic landscape and deepening local resentment. All of this comes at a staggering economic cost. Each year, Pakistan allocates millions of dollars to support Afghan refugees, funding food aid, healthcare, education, and security, while essential national priorities are left underfunded. A survey assessment by the Pakistani government and the UNFPA estimated losses of US $208 million due to environmental degradation and infrastructure damage by Afghan refugees. Since 1979, the government disclosed in a study shared with Nikkei Asia, Afghan refugees have cost Pakistan's economy a loss of $413.4 billion. These figures lay bare a sobering truth. Pakistan's long-standing generosity has come with a lasting economic toll. And yet, despite the immense cost, Pakistan's generosity remains unparalleled, a legacy praised globally but paid for its own working-class citizens. Soaring rents, strained hospitals, overcrowded schools and shuttered businesses have become daily struggles for millions. It is time for a strategic recalibration, one that protects Pakistan's economic stability while upholding its humanitarian values. Urgent policy reforms and robust international support are essential to ensure a future that serves both refugees and the Pakistani people who have long shouldered this burden. In the end, compassion must go hand in hand with sustainability. Pakistan's role as a host nation is a testament to its resilience and humanity. But for that legacy to continue, the economic burden must be addressed with urgency, fairness, and support from the global community. This has been a special report on the economic impact of Afghan refugees in Pakistan. I'm Dayan Rahmani here at Policy Wire. Thank you for watching.